guys, it's me, Ariana from Snowworks Crochet, and welcome to another vlog. It's basically my weekend now. I just worked from home from Friday. I have a lot going on, like, fiber arts wise right now. One, yesterday night, I actually filmed a tutorial video for making a puff flower granny square using the Granny Square all-in-one yarn. I'm editing it right now and I'm low-key terrified because it's my very first tutorial video and I don't know, I'm just nervous and I'm scared of people. I guess that's kind of the reality of, putting myself online, but I guess it is what it is. But yeah, I figured out how to do this on like either Tuesday or Wednesday night. So basically, the background of how I ended up making this is I was actually watching Crochet Vision try out the Granny Square all-in-one yarn, and she offhandedly said, I wonder if you can make other flowers using this yarn. And that got my gears rolling. Because I know there's a bunch of people who have used the regular Granny Square all-in-one yarn to make different Granny Square motifs. I saw an African flower one, which I absolutely hate making. I actually have a whole video of me making the different Granny Square motifs using the regular all-in-one Granny Square yarn. It's actually the very first video on this channel. But no one's really made anything for the Flower Power yarn. And frankly, I kind of hate the pattern on the Flower Power yarn. Like, I think the flower is just way too big. I made some modifications. I did my own thing. And I'm pretty proud of it. Also, in the video where I actually did review the Flower Power yarn, I think I said I wanted to try making the Granny Square chickens with it. And I did end up making a Granny Square chicken. Unfortunately, I hate it, but it exists now. Honestly, the only reason why I embroidered eyes on is not even for safety reasons, it's because that the stitches on this thing are way too loose to use safety eyes. So I just opted for sewing on some handmade eyes myself. I actually used the handmade eyes to cover up some of the holes on here. I mean, it's cute, but this yarn is not making any more chickens. Best I can do is like display it or throw it at somebody. But yeah, so I've been working on my tutorial video. I'm actually thinking of uploading it for my Tuesday upload instead of, this type of vlog. I have a feeling that this vlog will be a combination of 2 different weekends, which is perfectly fine. It can be whatever I want it to be because I had this idea in my head. I have to work at it. I have to do it. I have to get it out there because, I don't know, for me, I must do it. Other things that I've been working on, I actually got in my new Hooks and Needles subscription box. I'm working on some of the patterns in here, and I will be uploading a review of this month's box. So for those of you newer to the channel, welcome. But I've actually made a review for my first Hooks and Needles subscription box that I got last month. You can find it on my channel. But the idea is that I'm going to be subscribing to the channel for 3 months. I will do a video for each month's box that I get, and then I'll just cancel it and do a more holistic review of the service overall. I'm hoping that will be next Saturday's upload. Also, in the meantime, I've been putting off some of my whips, like the Taylor Swift cardigan I'm working on. As you can tell, I have too many whips. And I've been distracting myself by knitting this beanie. I'm in the midst of working on a crocheter tries knitting video. This is the piece I'm working on. It's funny because I was looking at some of the footage of me struggling to knit when I first casted this thing on. I still don't think I'll ever be more dedicated to knitting. I think even the improvements I've made just throughout watching that video since I first filmed it to now, and obviously me working on this now, I'm like this far. It's pretty cool. I'm loving it right there. But yeah, that's kind of the start of my weekend and what I've been doing fiber arts wise. With daylight savings time, it kind of messed up some of my schedules because I was taking an online class, for personal enjoyment. So now my Friday afternoons are free instead of before they weren't. I'm kind of debating if I want to go to a CrossFit class, but looking outside, I'm like, I don't know if I want to because it's like cold and stuff. I do need to leave my house at some point because I need to go grocery shopping. I mainly just need to buy chicken because I have a couple of things planned of what I want to make. One is a chicken fried rice because I have leftover rice and all the ingredients. And two is maybe chickenella king. So fun fact, I've always seen chickenella king as one of those like Midwest casserole type dishes, and it totally is. But one of my coworkers and I were talking about how chickenella king is like popular in the Chinese community. And he was saying that one of his old coworkers told him, no, chickenella king is Chinese. And I'm sitting here like, no, it's not. Like, it's too Midwest for it to be Chinese. I do some researching. Turns out it's a popular Hong Kong cafe Western food thing, which makes a lot more sense now. At least its prevalence in the Chinese community. I think by Midwest standards, it's like a dead dish. Honestly, the legacy of the dish, chickenella king, is kept alive by like Hong Kong cafes. Because I'm pretty sure it's dead in Midwest communities. I learned something new this week. You know what? Let's cook. I'm gonna make the chickenella king and we'll see how it turns out. Hopefully it turns out good. You know what? I think I'll actually upload it anyway. Because why not? Yo, I think I got my first dislike on a video. I think that's kind of hilarious. It means I'm going somewhere, right? So last week, when my friend messaged me about hitting the curb, I decided to buy more decals. So I bought one that said normalize hitting the curb, but I also bought one that said, but did you die? And I absolutely love it. Every Saturday, I basically have a rehearsal going on for about 2 hours on Saturday afternoons. So this time I decided to go early, and while I was waiting for my rehearsal to start, I was just going to work on my crochet Taylor Swift cardigan while waiting, and I got a couple of rows done, which is good because I have super been procrastinating on that project. I need to get it done before December. Like, I have to get it done this month, but I've just been putting it off for such a long time. It's mainly because I have ebbs and flows on when I work on it, and I would consider that whip to be my whip from hell, essentially. But now that I'm home and I've eaten dinner, I'm going to chill out and just use my downtime, not working on the Taylor Swift cardigan, but working on the hooks and needles box that I have. I've committed myself to doing a review for every hooks and needles box I get for the next 3-ish months. This is a commitment to myself, not sponsored or anything. It's just more so I want to get it done, and I want to get it done this week. But so far, I kind of hate the project. So mainly because this month's yarn, it's super squishy and soft, but also super splitty. Isn't the cat cute?
Yes.
Good. It better be. I ended up finishing my knit beanie the other day, which is great because I can now have footage to edit and, you know, get that video out edited quicker. And I normally schedule my uploads, so now I can schedule the upload, which is good. Today I'm planning on hanging out with one of my friends. She wanted to go and get some lunch and, you know, check out a new coffee shop close to her, so I'm gonna do that. I'm also thinking of bringing some crafting with me as well because she's one of my crafty friends. So I think I'll bring my Taylor Swift cardigan with me just because I really, really need to work on that. I know that if I'm here, I will not work on it, but when I travel or go out, I am more incentivized to work on it because it's the only thing I bring. So let's do that. So my friend was just over and she helped me organize my office and it looks great. I will show you what it looks like in a future video that I have planned. But she left, I cooked myself some dinner, and now I'm going to be a vegetable for the rest of the evening. I will conclude my vlog here. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe if you want to see more of me, and see you next time. Bye!